All right, guys, y'all don't forget, for the month of June, everybody that purchases a WA2K online, so my website or eBay, it doesn't really matter, you will be automatically entered into the drawing to win a 500.4. Shipping is going to be free. I'm not going to ask you for a single penny, and so don't fall for any scams. Also, this is the year 2025, so June of 2025. I will put links in the description. So guys, pretty cool amp already. This is the WA2K with the 1-aught inputs, the newest version of that amp. And so yeah, may as well grab one and get entered for a free drawing. We're going to draw for one of these. All right, guys, thank you so much. All right, guys, we're back for another one, and man, I missed last Sunday's video. I felt terrible about that. Honestly, guys, it's work. I've taken on a lot. I'm probably busier than I've ever been. I guess I feel like maybe I'm still 25 again. I'm far from 25, but work has been hindering me lately with my videos, so we missed last Sunday's amp dyno. I am going to have to stop with the Wednesday videos, at least for a while. I'm still going to try to pump out the Sunday videos as much as I can, but if I miss any more, you guys will know I'm super busy with work right now. That may not always be the case, but right now that's what's hindering me. We also got in the replacement, as well as this amp. What I mean is, I also got in the replacement Recoil 1800. Show this to you and then we'll get it out of the way. That video, man, that video stirred up some goofy comments, saying stuff like user error, my testing method is what blew the amp, and all of this good stuff. I started to come right back with that video, but just to show you guys, my dyno is fine. Nothing's wrong with my dyno. Nothing's wrong with my testing methods. These are both Class D monoblocks, by the way. I thought I would put this amp in between the recoil that blew and the replacement recoil, just to show you guys that everything is perfectly fine with my bench and how I test. I have done the Blaupunkt 3000 and I've done the Blaupunkt 5000, but I had never picked up the 4000, so I thought I would grab one of those. Hopefully you guys are interested enough to stick around, but let's find out what kind of power we get out of the 4000. Here we go. As you guys know, these amps have been out for quite a while now. They've actually been very popular. They sell a whole bunch of these. I don't know, people like them pretty good. But let's see what we've got on the box. 4,000 watts max output power. They're telling us 2,800 RMS at 1 ohm, but then it says right there 2 ohm stability. We've seen this before. Germany, 1923. What is it? One of the other ones said Germany. Was it 1924 or 1922? It was 1 year different. I can't remember what it was. Looks like it comes with a bass knob. 4,000 max, 2,800 RMS. Enjoy it. Okay, what else have we got here? Same. Here's a little bit. Okay, check out the back. Guys, I have not looked at this amp yet, honestly. I just took it out of the Amazon box that it just came in. But here is RMS, 4 ohms, 1,000, 2 ohms, 2K, 1 ohm, 2,800. There's some of the other specs if you want to check it out. Shows you a little bit about how to, or where to place it or whatever. It's funny, they've got it hooked up to what appears to be some door speakers with the way they've got them configured at where the doors would go. This amp is not for door speakers. All right, what have we got? Guys, I have not opened the box yet. There's that free cigarette lighter. Do people still call that cigarette lighter? I still refer to everything like that as a cigarette lighter. A lot of the younger generation, they just know that as a 12-volt adapter or whatever. All right, so here's some different amps in that lineup. We've done the 3K and the 5K. I have not done these others, but today we've got the 4K. I'll check out the manual. Where's my knife? Where's my knife? Which knife do I have today? This one. I've enjoyed this little knife right here. It's dirty. You can see where I've been opening stuff with tape. I need to clean the gunk off of there. Anyhow, let's see what we've got. Okay, so we've got that same little metal bass knob. It's got a power light, no clip light. It is metal, small. How smooth is it? It's not the smoothest. It doesn't have any clicks, but it's just not it's not super smooth. It's okay. Not enough to really bother anybody too bad, I wouldn't think. There's the bass knob cord. All right, let's get it out of the box. It's quite a bit smaller than the box, even though it is still decent size. All right, what have we got here? Silica gel. All right, here we go. All right, I've always thought these amps look pretty good. What do y'all think? Y'all like the look of those? I remember Blaupunkt back in the early 90s being a reputable brand. It's funny, every time I post one of these Blaupunkt videos, which has only been twice in the past, right? But people always chime in. Even from back in the day, I see people chiming in saying, yeah, Blaupunkt was a great brand, blah, blah, blah. And people that act like Blaupunkt was never a good brand. I don't know. I remember thinking they were a good brand, but I was definitely running some budget stuff, big time. Not just budget, a lot of used budget stuff. Okay, this is super cool. It's not very often that you see, try to get you in close. Will it zoom? Come on. Anyhow, those are 50 amp fuses. That's pretty cool to see 3 50 amp fuses in there. It's not very often that you see this style of fuse in a 50 amp, but these look like 4 gauge. The remote, now this is different. Finally, we're seeing a remote that's a good bit smaller than the speaker. It's funny, those speakers are 4 gauge as well. They appear to be. And then you've got a remote that looks like about, it looks like a 10 gauge. That's still pretty good size. Anyhow, all right, there's the bottom. Let's go around here. Okay, protect and power lights. Input RCAs, so low level RCAs. We have a gain, min and max, bass boost 0 to 18 dB, phase 0 to 180 degrees, and a low pass filter from 50 to 250. It's funny, guys, I get it. I've been confused by all this for a long time as well. A lot of people, I'll post a video like this and they'll say, I can't believe it only plays from 50 to 250. And they think that's the range that the amplifier will play. As they'll say something like, man, I want to play 30 hertz or 40 hertz or whatever, 20 hertz. Guys, whatever you set this on, since it's a low pass, it will play that frequency and down. So for example, if you was to set this on 100, it would play 100 hertz all the way down to as low as the amp is capable of playing, which is going to be less than 50 hertz. If you have a high pass filter, you set it on whatever and it plays that and up, and then you can have both where you have a band pass and then it will play from whatever this one's set at to whatever this one's set at, and then it plays between the two. Just thought I would take a few seconds to explain that because I hear that a lot. All right, I'm going to thumb through the manual and get started with hooking this thing up so we can get to the good stuff. All right, same ratings in the manual, 1K, 2K, 2800. Those are all the RMS numbers. There's the dimensions, if anybody wondered. 12.5 inches by 7.4 by 2.2, 3 50 amp fuses. That 3K had 3 40 amp fuses. The 5K, 4 40 amp fuses. So 1600 fusing on that one. Yep, 1200 and 1500. Okay, cool. Also in the box, I didn't show you, are 2 extra fuses. Nope, 3 extra fuses and some screws. No Allen wrenches, not in this box anyhow. All right, let's hook it up. All right, guys, here we go. While I was hooking this up, I realized I have backed myself into a corner here. What if this amp blows? I'll never hear the end of it. See, I knew it. I knew it was him. That's funny. You know, I probably should have tested and showed you guys on camera a good working amplifier doing just fine, because the truth is this amp might blow. But we blew the recoil 1800 on the run that we're fixing to do right here, which is 4 ohms, and we were still in the process of turning that amp up. I was nowhere near max on that thing, and we had only made it to what, like 300 watts at 4 ohms when it blew. But anyhow, let's get on to this video. I'm actually not even fully charged yet. I'm plugged up right now on my charger, headed to 14.8, but 14.7 is what we're starting out at, and we're going to capture the current. This is going to be 40 hertz. This amp is made for subwoofers, so all the testing will be at 40 hertz today. This run at 4 ohms is rated 1000 watts. Here we go. Let's unpause the track and roll it up. $460. The voltage did not drop, and I forgot to put the meter on max hold apparently. Anyhow, let's do 40 hertz, 4 ohms, dynamic. Here we go, dynamic. What are we gonna see? Little bit. There we go. 482. Okay, rolling it. Okay, 482. So as you guys see, nowhere near 1000. I didn't expect it to do 1000 based on what we've seen out of the 3K and the 5K models, but still, that's no slouch to be doing 482 at 4 ohms. Not too bad. I've got my fingers crossed that we're going to see some nice numbers at 2 ohm and 1 ohm. Speaking of 2 ohm, let's get on to that. All right, rated 2000 at 2 ohms. Here we go. Starting off at 14.8. By the way, you might hear my charger, the fan on my charger running. Let's do it. 2 ohms, rated 2000 watts. 818. The voltage dropped to 14.6, and we pulled 91.8 amps of current. Okay. All right, let's do 2 ohms dynamic. What's it gonna do dynamic? A little bit more. Come on, 900 at least. Give us 900. Not gonna see it. Okay. All right, again, decent numbers at 2 ohms. out of an amp, you know, stock electrical. I'll be honest with you. The guys buying these kind of amps most likely going to have stock electrical. If somebody has a spare battery in the back or a big 3 or something like that, man, that's going to be pretty nice. But y'all know as well as I do, we're going to see this amp on a lot of stock electrical systems. We might get into a territory at 1 ohm where stock electrical can't really support this amp properly. But speaking of 1 ohm, let's get on to that. All right, guys, quick little story time for y'all here. Most of y'all like my stories, and for those of you that don't, I like to bug you with my stories. So whichever side of that fence you're on, here's a little something for you. It was 2 Friday nights ago, so 2 weeks ago yesterday. Today's Saturday. This video is going to drop tomorrow on Sunday morning. But man, I'd worked all day at my regular job. Come home, loaded up my lawn equipment, went and mowed 3 yards. Boy, they were boogers too. And I didn't get home till a little after 9 o'clock that night. My boys hit me up. Skylar and Trenton hit me up while I'm still out mowing. I just got done, but I was headed home. Hit me up about going to the drag strip. The 1/4 mile track, it's actually about an hour away. Our local drag strip, the one that we can hear from our house, is an 1/8 mile, and that's where we go mostly. But there's a 1/4 mile track about an hour away. They hit me up, hey Dad, let's go to the Moonlight Madness, I believe is what they call it, on Friday nights. And they run till, I think it's 1 in the morning. And oh man, I was already just dog tired, but I didn't want to turn them down. So I was like, all right, yeah, what time do y'all want to leave? So I get home a little after 9, get cleaned up real quick, head out to this Moonlight Madness. We have a ball, and man, I got home that morning like 2:30 in the morning. That weekend was the very beginning of things getting really busy and crazy for me, but still dropped a video that weekend. That was the same weekend that our power went out, and I did the recoil video. Anyhow, I might insert a little clip here. I know a lot of you guys would probably like to see a short little clip of us at the drag strip. Yeah, I can insert a clip right here of them staging to make a pass. I might just leave the whole thing in there where they do make a pass. I can't remember how long that clip is. But anyhow, let me know what you guys do on the side for work, hobbies, what you do yourself for hobbies other than car audio, what you do with your kids, those types of things. But man, I have a ball with those boys. We've always had a ball together. We share a lot of the same interests. And anyhow, that's my little story for the week, and I will insert a video right here of us. All right, here we go. I hope y'all enjoyed that. Man, I love hanging out with my boys. Anyhow, let's move on to the 1 ohm test, guys. 2800 RMS 4K max. Remember, it's got 150 amps of fusing. So what are we gonna see out of it? Here we go, 40 hertz. Let's roll it up. We're starting off at 14.8, and we're gonna capture the current. Here we go, guys. 1 ohm. Oh, 1298. All right, the voltage dropped to 14.5, and the current draw was 160.6. Okay, 1300 watts. You can do quite a bit with that, honestly. You can get pretty loud with that. You know, think again about a car with stock electrical. Let's do dynamic. Can we break 1300 dynamic? Let's try. All right, before we do dynamic, because I know some of you guys are going to ask, those two cars are, well, Skylar's Corvette is bone stock. And that car runs good too. It's got a LS3 in it. Anyhow, that car don't even have an air filter, a muffler. That thing is as stock as can be. He's having a ball with it. And but yeah, it is bone. I mean, it's probably got a Fram air filter in it. No joke. We haven't done anything to that car. Trenton's Camaro though has a cam and a cold air intake and exhaust. Well, he's got mufflers. Let me say that he bought some nice Cook's headers. They're still sitting in the box. He's had those Cook's headers for like 2.5 years. Anyhow, those cars are bone stock and got a couple of little things. I know you guys are going to ask, but anyhow, we have fun. That's what it's all about for us. I know your buddy's got a car that'll just drag both of them. I'm trying to beat you guys in the comments. Trust me, I know how this works. Anyhow, I need to quit yakking. Let's do 40 hertz burst. Are we gonna break 1300? Come on. Yes. Oh, nice, still going. 1504, 1520. Nice. Okay, guys, not too bad. Not too bad, honestly. It's a far cry from what it says that it's gonna do, honestly. But the truth is, that's some decent power, and it's got 150 amps of fusing. Think about that. Seems like it's fused correctly. All right, we gotta hear it. Honestly, I want to hear this amp on some subwoofers. So let's roll it over there and listen to either the Scar 12s or the Sundown 15s. I'm not even sure yet, but let's go listen to it. All right, guys, here we go. It's going to be the Scar 12s this week. I will put an Amazon affiliate link in the description for this amp. I'll be honest, I can't remember right now what I paid for it. I'll talk about that here in a second. I'll look it up. I'll let you know what I paid for this amp. But let's listen to it. Scar 12s up there on top. Here we go. Oh, sorry about that. Let me restart the track. Pretty cool, guys. 1319. Let me know what you think about it. I think this amp was around $100. I'm getting ahead of myself here, but let me know what you think about it. Let's take the back plate off of it. Let's see what the guts look like. I'm interested. I know you guys are too. So let's do that. All right, guys, here we go. It's the gut shot. Bam. All right. Tell me what you like. Tell me what you don't like. I'll be honest with you. I'm seeing some decent guts in here. It's definitely not skimpy to me. This looks like an amp that does over 1,000 watts. Try to get y'all some close-ups. I know some of y'all really like to look at these things closely. Anyhow, yeah, let me know what you see, what you like, what you don't like. Okay, cool, not too bad. All right, guys, let's get the plate back on it, flipped over. Let's fill out the card. I'll tell you how much this thing costs. All right, guys, let me know what you think about the Blaupunkt 4K. I looked it up. This amp is cheaper than I thought it was. It's currently, today, $79.92. They're still going to get you for tax. even if you get the free shipping. But I got it for about $5 cheaper than that. When I bought it, it was $74.98, and with shipping, $80.98. So, wow, you know, to get something well under $100 that puts out that kind of power, pretty good bargain in my opinion. You guys let me know what y'all think about it. But I went back and watched the numbers, and y'all know which one I want to write down. That 1 ohm uncertified, which was 1298, 40 hertz, 1 ohm uncertified. Yeah, let me know what you think about this amp, guys. I'm gonna still keep putting out as many amp dynos every Sunday as I can. It's funny, the one I put out last, I wasn't able to drop that video until like 8 o'clock at night. I don't know if the algorithm changed because of that or what, but it got decent views, and I had a lot of new commenters, so I felt like it stirred up a little bit of a different audience than normal. I like dropping my videos every Sunday morning at 7 a.m. But it did kind of make me wonder if switching things up a little bit could stir up the algorithm a little bit. I don't know. I like to be consistent and be on a schedule. I know you guys like that too. Anyhow, I'm rambling, but what I'm saying is I'm gonna try to get these videos out as much as possible. Y'all bear with me if I skip one, and we are gonna stop with the Wednesdays for a while, but if I skip a Sunday video, you'll know I'm working my butt off. I'm super busy. But guys, thank you so much for the support. Please comment, like, subscribe if you haven't subscribed already, and we'll see you next time.